Turn your camera on.
It is on.
It's a sovereign citizen situation, right?
I don't know what that word means.
Well,
yeah. I'm gonna say I'm not saying that I'm one of them, but I'm just saying I'm operating under what the Constitution Supreme Court ruling is talking about. Well, Your Honor, when the officer pulled me over and he said that, I didn't say those words. I just told him.
Welcome back. Guys, today's courtroom chaos feels less like Law and Order and more like a rejected improved rehearsal. This guy walks in claiming he doesn't need a driver's license because he's traveling, not driving. Like swapping vocabulary magically rewrites state law. Judge Perkins is sitting there with the calm energy of someone thinking. So, this is a Wendy's, but still tries to throw him a lifeline by offering an attorney. Of course, he refuses, because he's convinced he cracked the legal system using a Facebook meme. So here's my question. How are people still falling for sovereign citizen arguments when they fail every single time? Let's dive in.
I'm operating under the Constitution, and that's all else I said to him, and he just basically lied, said I was disgruntled, asked for backup, and all that. And the video would show I wasn't even whatever, I can't think of the word he said, but he was saying I need backup, I have a irate or whatever word he said, and that was not even true.
It's just what you're saying is just not the state of the law. I don't know any other way to say it.
We just going to continue with the case, and whatever comes about. If the paperwork I given wasn't irrelevant, that's it then. So what is the next step?
So either the next step is take a plea, which I'm sure you don't want to do, but I'll give you the offer, or take it to trial, and those are the next steps.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go to trial.
I'm going to set it for a jury trial too, so you can bring this in front of a jury of your peers and see, what they say. And I guess you don't want a lawyer, right?
The other cases that I had got dismissed for same situation. So
say what?
The other cases I had for this was dismissed, and you told me to give you one name of one person, and I could have said it then and there. It was myself. I had court cases for the same thing, and it was dismissed on whatever circumstances happened. It was dismissed.
And what do you mean by that?
For the same driver.
Let's do this. Let's call it and put it all on the record. I have my court reporter back. Let's call it and put it on the record, all right? So, Mr. Lynch, let me ask you this. And this is just...
His talking like traffic court is optional. Like the DMV is more a suggestion than a requirement. What he doesn't get is that ignoring prior violations doesn't erase them. It stacks them, like illegal Jenga, with a guaranteed collapse at the end. Representing yourself isn't brave when it's powered by zero preparation and conspiracy blogs. At this point, it's not even a defense anymore. It's performance art with a penalty phase.
Just to understand, try to really get a grasp of your position. I understand you're why don't you, if you're not a sovereign citizen, usually sovereign citizens tell me, I don't want a lawyer. If you're not claiming the sovereign citizenship, why don't you get a lawyer to help you out with this?
I can't never find no attorney. The last attorney I got, they was telling me you should have just took a deal, you should have paid the ticket, and you really can't find nobody who's going to take your case. So basically, I'm in limbo, and basically all I have to say, not guilty with impunity.
Let's say this. I guess if you're not willing to,
so I'm not a national, so I can't say that. All I'm saying, I'm just a citizen, and all I'm going to say, not guilty with impunity.
He really says not guilty like it's a cheat code, not realizing the court doesn't accept vibes as a legal strategy. Judges don't need some deep legal justification to shut down nonsense. They just need the nonsense entered into the record, which this guy provides in bulk. It's wild how confidently wrong someone can be when they've never been told no with real consequences. At this point, he's not defending himself. He's auditioning for a mistrial.
Well, how are you immune to this? Because I mean, let's just do this. You don't have to. You don't have to tell me how you're going to proceed with your case. You're fully in the right to proceed however you want to proceed. I'm going to just give you a jury trial, and you'll have to present what you need to present in front of a jury. Will you allow me to assign a lawyer to you just for the purposes of, helping you out with the courtroom procedure and stuff?
You can do that.
I don't find anything that he's filed that has any merit. So that's why I'm giving you a jury trial, because if you bring the same stuff in a trial, if it's the same as what you're giving me and the stuff that you're professing, based on what I see, you're gonna lose.
So
by me.
If the judge is saying the information is not valid and the people don't know nothing, so why won't I put my hands in the hands of the people?
Because first of all, what I'm telling you is I'm trying to give you a fighting chance with these arguments that you're making. What I'm telling you is you're not going to have a fighting.
This guy talks like he read one outdated blog post and decided he outranks the Supreme Court. Every sentence sounds stitched together from Reddit threads and parking ticket forums. The judge isn't granting a jury trial because this guy earned it. It's legal chess. Skipping that step opens a door to appeals, delays, and mistrial claims, which is exactly what sovereign citizens hope for. Letting him rant isn't respect. It's a legal equivalent of handing him a shovel and letting him dig straight through due process.
Chance with me. You're going to lose unless you come with something substantially different than what you have. At least with the people, you said it yourself. They don't know the law, or they might not even know the law. So you may be able to get them to side with you just because they love Mr. Lynch and they want it. I don't know. But other than that,
no jury. I really don't know people jury. I'm not even gonna do that. So if I found guilty, so I'm gonna have to sue every person that was a juror.
I don't know what you're gonna have to do. I don't know, Mr. Lynch. You're the one that's making these arguments up, and you're the one that has researched and done what you've done. You provided that stuff to me, so you're expected to know the law. You're expected to know the law. So whether you can sue jurors and whether you can sue whoever, that's going to be on you to know, and then or if you don't know, that's going to be on you to find out.
Okay, so I have to get back with the law department about the videos and the dash cam of the police officers.
That I can Mr. Bowman, can you put your appearance on the record, please? Now, Mr. Lynch, now I can potentially help you if the stuff exists. Mr. Lynch is asking for body cam and whatever discovery that body cam, audio, video, whatever discovery that the people have in relates to his matters.
Your Honor, I understand that, and discovery would be provided if he files a valid request pursuant to the court rule for discovery.
So you saying I haven't done that previously? I don't send it to the law.
Hold on,
Hold on, Mr. Lynch. Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, the court rule just says upon request. He's made his request today. I don't think that there's anything in the court rule that requires anything other than him making a request. Mr. Lynch has made his request for discovery, and I believe it's supposed to be provided to him.
Court rule provides for a written request,
And
that has not happened.
All right, let's the discovery, rule 6 point. We're gonna know this discovery rule, and you got it
Forward and backwards.
Yeah, you need to get this book. You need to get this book, Mr. Lynch.
At this point, I don't know if this guy needs a law book or a reality check, but something has to give. He walks into the courtroom with the same energy as someone arguing with airport security, loud, wrong, and fully committed. People love to confuse courtroom confidence with courtroom competence. Renaming yourself a private traveler doesn't let you opt out of the law. That's not a legal defense. That's a road trip with delusions. From here, things slow way down. It's mostly scheduling and legal housekeeping, so we'll end it here. But seriously, picture this guy standing in front of a jury, trying to explain maritime law to 12 people who just showed up for civic duty. I genuinely want to know what you think. Is he completely clueless, or does he know he's wrong and just doesn't care? And do you want a breakdown of the jury trial when it happens? Because if it's even half as chaotic as this, I'm grabbing popcorn. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your thought below. I read all of them. I post every single day, and courtroom chaos like this isn't slowing down anytime soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.